Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know I said I was gonna have a story time for y'all like damn near some months ago, but I was too busy. Y'all, a lot has been going on, but I got time today, so we gonna definitely start this story time. But anyways, let's just jump right into it. So the story takes place, I want to say probably like 2019, going into maybe like 2020. I think I think so. Because I got the service in 2019. So it for sure happened around 2019, maybe going into 2020. But anyway, so pause. If you haven't watched my story time, my previous story time, you might want to go look at that just so you can get an understanding of who I'm talking about. Just so you won't be too long. But anyway, so around this time I had just got back out of the service or whatever, and I had came home, and while I was in the service, me and Raymond was already like dating and stuff like that. It was just like a long distance type of thing. So when I got back home, like we instantly got like super locked in. Like I was always with him, always going places, always doing stuff. Like I was just always with him because I spent so much time away from him. It's like, shit, I'm back home now. So like I want to spend nothing but time with you. Like I want to be in your skin at this point. So it was getting to the point like he would literally like be out with his dudes or his guys or whatever, and he'll text me like, hey babe, call me in like 5 minutes and tell me to come home or come do this, shit like that. So it's like, okay. It was to the point he was like literally itching to leave his homies to come be with me. So we was super locked in. Now, I had my own child. Like I only had one child at this time, and he only had one child at this time too. So my son's father wasn't around at all, like at all. So it was kind of one of them things where if I date somebody, it's at my discretion if I want that person to meet my kid. So I had known him for such a long time. Imagine, I known this man since I was a little girl. So I'm like, okay, well, it's at my discretion if I want him to meet him or not. So I mean, he did come out to where I was stationed at or whatever to see me a couple of times. So obviously he met my son then, but it was kind of like he's been around my child before. So once I came back home, and I had brought it to his attention that like, okay, well, since I'm back home, I feel like me and your child's mother should meet, because I just feel like that's the way to do things. Like you can't just be around somebody's kid, especially if the other parent is in the picture. You can't just be around somebody's kid and not meet their parent. Like that's weird to me. So he was like, okay. It wasn't like he wasn't all for it or whatever the case, but he was really on some like, all right, cool. I don't really know how it's gonna go because I'm very mature for my age, I might add. Well, when I need to be. But with the other party, it's more so you don't really know how that could go kind of thing. So all right, cool. But anyway, so I used to spend like a lot of time with him, like I said, and at the time I was living with my grandparent, so it wasn't like a he come over type of thing. It was like I go to him type of vibe, which I didn't mind because it's like, okay, cool. So I would go stay with him often. I'm just pack bags of clothes at a time and just be over there. And that's what I did. I would pack my stuff all the time and just go stay over there with him at his house. Now, at his house, there was no sight of a woman at all. I'm talking no clothes, no shoes, no pictures, no lashes, no toothbrush, no feminine wash, no underwears, no nothing. Not nothing in sight. So how I'm looking at it at this time, I'm like, okay, he just lived by himself, because I done been over here multiple times at any given time. It's been times where I done been by myself at this man's house. So one day I ended up leaving and I went to my dad's house, and like I said before, he ended up telling me like, he trying to leave from his homies or whatever. So he ended up texting me like, hey, call me and say X, Y, Z or whatever the case. And I'm like, okay, cool. So did that. he said he was gonna be on the way to the house. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm finna just leave my daddy house and I'm finna go meet you there or whatever. So fast forward tonight, I finally get there, and you know, me and him is chilling, cool, whatever. We eat, talk, and then pretty much get in the bed. So we get in the bed, we laying down. Now he's laying like closest to the wall, and I'm laying like on the side of the where the door would be. So if the door is over here and the bed is right here, he's laying again like closer towards the wall, and I'm laying like right here, so I'm closer to the door. So we was watching something on his phone. I don't know what it was, some movie, something, but I get to dozing off. And he looked like kind of strange in the face, like, you heard that? And I'm like, hear what? I ain't hear shit. I'm gonna be honest with you, I ain't hear nothing. So he like, you heard that? I'm like, no. So he steady just keep looking, and I'm looking at him like, I ain't thinking nothing of it. Mind you, I'm laying down with just a shirt on, like just a night shirt. You know how women be, you wear your dudes night shirts or whatever, or as a night shirt. That's how it was. So I'm just laying there in the night shirt, and you know, he got his night clothes on. So all I know is the damn door open and the light flickers on. It's the damn baby mama. She get the, mad you, she get the hooping and hollering, but mad you, I'm just laying there and I look at her. Then I look at him, then I look at her. He get his ass up. Now he immediately gets right in the middle because he already knew he done effed up. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, that shit did catch me by surprise, but it wasn't like one of them things where like I instantly reacted. Shit, I was just looking, because at this point, okay, well, what's about to happen now? What's next at this point? So she get to cussing his ass out. I'm looking at her. Shit, Cass just. What you just called me? What? Cass, what? Y'all ain't gonna lie, that pissed me off. So now I'm getting aggravated because who the fuck? What do you mean? What do you mean, Cass? I take, as a female, you know, you take that to offense to that when your dude get to calling you by your real name, especially if you've been babe, all this other stuff this whole entire time, and then this man get to calling you some damn Cass or your real name. Like, don't play with me. But anyway, she get the hooping and hollering or whatever the case. And he basically telling me like, Cass, just go ahead, just get your stuff. Just get your stuff and just go ahead and go back to your grandma's house. I'm like, shit, okay, cool. I wasn't tripping in that moment that much. I was just thinking like, damn, I ain't want to meet you like this, but all right. But I was getting so fucking mad because I'm like, there is no way that this is how I'm meeting you. Like, what the fuck? So anyway, she's still going off. Man, and I had my Ugg boots sitting by the door. This bitch threw my Ugg boots outside. I was so mad. I will never forget that day. She threw my damn Ugg boots outside, and he like, why is you doing all that? You doing this? You doing too much? You this, you that, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you better say something to her ass, because she doing entirely too much. And I promise you, I was ready to smack the hell out of her simply because you're mad at the wrong fucking person. You need to be mad at his ass. You don't even, first of all, I don't know you and you don't know me. So all that animosity, all that tension you feeling in your chest, you need to go let that shit out on him, because he the one obviously that's in the wrong here. Because I don't know you at all, other than the fact of is that you his damn baby mama, and you don't know shit about me other than the fact of I'm his girlfriend. But see, like I said, I'm very mature and smart and wise for my age. So at that time, I was feeling like, okay, it's only one explanation as to why she acting like this. Because if you ain't dealing with your baby mama and you with me, there's no reason why she's flipping and doing all this extra shit all around. So now it gets back to, is this really just your house? Or is it y'all house? Ain't no reason why she finna be flipping out doing this and doing that. He swears up and down they had conversations about this and that in regard to me. Okay, cool, but how she acting? I don't know. That's looking a little suspect. Anyway, I finally leaves out. Girl did not touch me at all. She wasn't there finna do that shit. She didn't touch me and I didn't touch her. It just was what it was. She was just too busy flying off the fucking deep end. He got to restrain her ass. Like, she was really in there tweaking. I wasn't doing all that because it's like, I'm going to check your ass later. I ain't got time for all this. I'm finna just get up out of here and go. So I gets in the car, and I ain't gonna lie, I get to cussing his ass out, you know, just going crazy in the car. Now, bitch, you wasn't finna see me sweat, but I would definitely cuss his ass out on my own time when I'm not in front of you. So I was going off, like, going off on him because I felt so, like, betrayed and disrespected. And I'm just like, damn, we was just so freaking locked in. We had been super, super duper locked in. And it's just like, I feel like now you playing both sides because there's no way this girl is this emotional, acting this way, and you swearing up and down. You done had all these conversations with her, this, that, and the third, blase, walked up in, and you know you're not dealing with her no more. So, whatever. Long story short, I end up officially actually leaving him. It's other things that I could add to this, but I cannot put too much in my business. So, I was pretty much just over it. So I was like, you know what? I'm finna just call this shit quits. And at that point, from that moment on, it was like the next day or the day after that. It might have been the next day, I felt like. I ended up calling it quits with his ass. And I just left it alone and didn't say shit else. I was completely over him. Because I felt like that was just too much for me. And then if on top of that, if I'm finna be around somebody, especially their child, and you're acting like this, and this is your first time meeting me as well as it's my first time meeting you, this is gonna be a long lifetime of trouble. But I guess shit, it was what it was in that moment. And then the saga kind of continued years down the line, but whatever. Long story short, yeah, that's pretty much how I met Raymond's baby mama. Yeah, that shit was terrible. But geez, some crazy stuff be happening to me. It be stuff like off the movies, honey. It's always something crazy in my book. But yeah, so that was a quick short story time. So I will see you guys in the next one.